of 2023. So that's over 2 years ago. In Houston, Victoria, in Australia.
Which is in Victoria State.
Yeah, the state is Victoria. I lived in that area, left and came back to work at a farm. And the farm that I worked at, like everybody who worked there was having a little party at a bar. I had gone to go meet up with my friends that I hadn't seen in a while. And one of my friends brought a couple of his friends. Me, Seku being one of them. So,
we gotta tell them about we were working at a different farm.
yeah, I wasn't there yet, but
So one of my coworkers, he was her friend, so he invited me to come party. Everybody else from her farm, not my farm.
yeah. So at this time we had 2 different jobs. I'm sitting at a table with my friends and I can remember everything perfectly, which he does not. I remember the first time I even looked at him. I don't know, we didn't really talk much. His English wasn't as strong as it is now. And yeah, for a while there, every time we would talk, sometimes it would get kind of awkward because
I don't understand what
he
you're
wouldn't
saying.
understand, and even if I repeated it a couple times, we would just kind of be like,
And also, you don't understand what I'm saying.
yeah, sometimes I couldn't understand him.
Yeah. So that's why it felt really
It's uncomfortable.
awkward.
Yeah, pretty awkward sometimes. Not all the time though. But anyway, so that first night, we didn't talk that much, but our mutual friend had told me that they were going down to the river the next day and invited me to come. So I did come. I ended up having to get a taxi from my house because I didn't have a car yet. And basically, I came because I wanted to see him again. But when I got there, we still didn't really talk.
Yeah.
There were 4 of us there, and yeah,
Also, when my friend invited me to swim the river,
yeah.
he didn't even say Audrey is coming. He said there's an American girl is coming.
Yeah, but you had met me.
So I was like, American girl? Who's
You
that?
had met me the night before though, and you knew I was American. So we had very different experiences meeting each other.
Yeah.
For him, it was not memorable. He did not remember it. But for me, I was like, whoa. Anyway, so
Because you fell in love.
I wouldn't say I fell in love, but I was like, oh wow, cute. I remember exactly what he was wearing. I remember everything. Over the next few weeks, our friends would all hang out pretty often, like every weekend. Maybe not every weekend, but a lot. And I wouldn't even say that I was interested in you, but I wasn't interested in anybody else. So you were the one that I was excited to see. I wasn't loved though. I'm not crazy.
My friend, he moved to her farm from my farm. So
To work.
to work, yeah. He invited me to come work with him, but I kept saying no.
Yeah, he was afraid to leave his job and kind of upset his boss, I think. And
Yeah.
he was working with a contractor, so that was kind of awkward. So he didn't want to make the move to come work at the farm that we all worked at. But one night we got him a little drunk, and then he was like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. I talked to our boss the next day, and I was like, oh, is it okay if he comes to work? And my boss was like, oh, not right now. I don't really want him to. And within 10 minutes, he had sent me a message saying, oh, okay, I just quit my job. And I was like, oh no.
I don't have a job.
I went back to my boss and I was like, actually, he needs a job. Is it okay if he starts? And then luckily, our boss is really nice and was like, okay, that's fine. But living in a house together. So we would end up like hanging out together and talking, and then I ended up getting Miho, our cat, so that helps move things along.
Yeah, that's an excuse to come visit the farm.
Yeah, that's basically it. Once Miho was in the picture and we had more opportunity to talk, that's it.
I used to study English with watching friends.
Why is that more awkward though?
Because I was like, oh, this is a real American
I was like a
accent.
celebrity.
Huh?
I was like famous, like a celebrity. That's what you thought.
Maybe. I was like, oh, this is a real American accent because I've never heard American accent in real life. That made me more feel awkward. Not awkward, just nervous to talk in English. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you study Japanese with watching anime and then suddenly there's a Japanese in front of you and then they talk to you?
Yeah.
Do you think you would feel like, oh, like
Of course that would be.
hesitant to talk?
Yeah. That would be very intimidating.
Intimidating.
Yeah. That's it. That's really all there is to it.
Anything else we gotta talk to? Thank you guys. Thank you for listening.
Done.
See you next my video. Bye.
Bye.